A very special moment here in the Windsor Enclosure. Willie Mullins has worked a century of races at the Cheltenham Festival, and of course his son Patrick was on board Jasmine DeVoe in the Weatherby's Champion bumper. I know from a team perspective you'd have liked it to have come earlier, but this must be a very special moment for you.
It is. I mean, look, it's a number you don't even dream of, so it's something that wasn't possible before, and that the enlarged programme has made it possible, but I'm very privileged to get the 100 for my father. That's a special moment, yeah.
I think it's not just the enlarged programme, is it? It's because the number of winners, particularly in recent seasons, and the dominance of the stable. You're really well positioned to tell us what makes your dad so special.
Well, I always bring it back to when the Gigginstown split happened and we lost the biggest owner in racing and a third or a quarter of our horses. And instead of, in his early 60s, instead of him consolidating and maybe finishing second or third, he went out and he got more owners, more horses, more staff, more problems, and got bigger because of it. And I think if that hadn't happened, we mightn't be where we are right now either.
And it's the calibre of the team as well, the calibre of that staff that he's attracted to the yard.
Oh, well, I mean, the calibre of staff we have: Ben Delmar, Rachel Robbins, Virginie Basco, Dick Dowling, David Casey, Ruby Walsh, and then the owners he's built. Starting with Rich, that was our kick-start. And now, for the many years, the Donnellys, Sheveley Park and others, he's made the very most of everything he's been able to.
And the sourcing of the horses as well with Harold Kirk?
Harold has been amazing. Pierre Boulard as well. They work as a fantastic team, and everything counts, yeah.
Give us an insight to what it's like working with your dad as well, because it's always different when you're working with a member of your family. Give a sort of insight to a typical day at Clisson.
Several headaches. He's look, he could say something one day, and when you do that the next day he'll give out to you for doing it, and he forgets that he told you to do it the day before. He's always chopping and changing things. He's never standing still. He can't be told no. I remember when David Casey got his appendix out, he couldn't fly down to Melbourne. So Willie said, well, can we get him there by land to Melbourne? Like, who else would even, and it's that kind of thinking, It's outside the box. It's a bit, at times it can be like the man from the moon, but enough of it works.
And what have you learned from watching your father?
Never be afraid to try things. Don't be afraid of messing up. And like I said, never fall out with anyone. The Gigginstown, they're back now, and when things happen, they happen. And have belief in yourself. He's a funny man in that the more you try to tell him to do something, the more inclined he is to do the opposite. So you have to work around that as well. Reverse psychology sometimes.
I can see that. Now, you picked right, didn't you? You had a choice of 9 and you picked Jasmine DeVoe?
For once. Well, I couldn't ride the fillies at the weight, so that was 7. Look, he was the horse that had nothing going against him. Everything else had a minor mark against him. The only thing you can hold against this fella is how he looks. He's very small, he's very narrow, he's very short. He doesn't do anything flashy. But when I had a look under the bonnet in Naas, there was plenty there.
And how did that race pan out? Describe it to me, please.
I wanted to be wide and out of the ruck, because he's not a big horse. He don't want to be getting bashed around. I was probably further back than I wanted, but we went a real good gallop for the first 6 furlongs. And then I was able to slide forward down the back straight, get in. And every time I needed to make ground, he was able to do it. So even though we were wide, I was able to go where I wanted. I wasn't at the mercy of anyone else. They're called bumpers for a reason.
Well, many congratulations. I suspect it'll only be a sort of mini celebration tonight because you've got 2 more days of business to get on with.
Yeah, Friday night should be good.
Well, many congratulations. What a brilliant day. Well done.
Thanks, Lydia. Thanks very much.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.